Guten Abend. Here we are, relative spontaneous live stream about the announcement of the Buyers Club, original Buyers Club. I hope my connection is good enough. Somehow today I have a bad connection day. You know, there are bad hair days. Those are not a problem, but bad connection days can be nasty. Okay, yeah. Maybe before we go into the discussion, which we should do, in my opinion, right away, let make some things clear that, in my opinion, has been very, very obvious. The price is not like some people stated or understood, 499. It's 4.99 euros, 4 euros 99. So to make that quite clear. Okay, yeah, I hope all of you who are here now has seen the announcement where I spoke about the whole idea. Yeah, good point. Right. That comes from YouTube. YouTube said, take this, very popular, and say, okay, it's 1 cent, I don't care in a way. So yeah, it works. Fabio, hello Fabio. It works as I think that I've explained. Through this original Buyers Club, you get access to live streams that are where only people who are in this Buyers Club get access to this live streams. In this live stream, for example, the first one will be next Sunday, this time, maybe half an hour later. And then you get access to Dave. You get access, he will be there. You get access to Dave, you get his email address, you get his stuff you need to communicate with him. And club members are able to order British pressings, records out of Great Britain, for example, and this would be probably the main thing, British first pressings. You can say, I want, name one, Blondie Parallel Lines, I want Jethro Tull Stand Up, British first pressing. You also can go into very deep specifics. You can say, I want them with original inners, or I don't care for those, so this will make it easier / cheaper. You go into specifics with the records you want to buy. And what's so important, I talked already a lot about Discogs and the problems I had over there, but despite that problems, what you can do is you can say, I want Parallel Lines, I want Ultrabox, Rage in Eden first pressing, and I want Stand Up Jethro Tull, those 3. And then you can wait until Dave gets your three records, and then you can make 1 shipment. Because if you shipped 1 or 5 records, doesn't make difference when it comes to the shipment costs. And so this alone is, of course, in my opinion, a huge advantage. Or you can say, like hello Thor, I hope it's okay if I take an example from you. I really want that British first pressing Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here. And I want to have a reliable source where I know I get a nice copy and I get the right copy, and then you order it and he will get it for you. And that's, in a nutshell, the whole idea. And of course, it should happen, I hope, as soon as possible, that we can provide the same thing when it comes to German first pressings, and of course when it comes to American first pressings. I can tell you a lot about the pricings of these records. I think you have a good base when you look at the Discogs prices, the realistic Discogs prices, you know, things that happens to me and quite some others. When you oh, he takes $20 less than everybody else for this British first pressing. Oh, great. But then you get a German pressing instead of a British pressing. Yeah, so thank you. Save $20. Oh, great, for an item I don't want. So I think, hey, Rates, welcome. I think both sides have to be realistic, and I did a lot of unboxings from Dave's deliveries, and I can say for my part that I'm 100% happy and convinced with the abilities of him, that he really can get it, and sometimes even for surprising prices. I don't want to get your hopes up. The idea is not a virtual 50 pence or dollar bin. This is not the idea, and I hope that's quite clear. Okay. You know, the prices, for example, Dave is into this business for, yeah, since the early 90s. And he knows what the correct price. We're talking about correct prices. Nobody, and important, if you think he will give you an idea of your specific record, and if you think, no, that's too much for this specific record for me, you're always free to say, oh no, then I take another one. What will be the price for this one? You know? Hey, Astanti. So I think, of course, I only can talk about my personal experiences, and my personal experience with Dave, meticulous. No problems, no rip-offs so far. 100% not. And, you know, I don't think that will be different with you, because, you know, we will meet regularly. We will do regularly streams, live streams. And this is open. You can talk about the price and discuss the price also open. You can discuss it with him privately, and you can discuss it with him here openly. So more transparency, I think, is almost not possible. Wait a second. Will a USA first predicted be available from the outset? I don't understand. Sorry. I don't understand the question. Sorry. Good question, Josh. It's not that he have 12 million records. He has a stock. He has a significant stock, but he is also, due to these decades, he is very, very, very well connected. So he will get stuff. Yeah, that was, of course, you know, that was, of course, a big part of the discussion. And of course, we have an idea, or I have an idea, at what point we do have to say, okay, now we have a certain amount of members, and that's it for now. That's it for now. We have so many orders we have to fulfill, or Dave has to fulfill them before we can take other members. But we are closing in on 300 members, which is way more than I expected. But there is a little room now, still. Wait a second. I hope this can be about challenging some of the regular struggles, reliable grading, honest. Yeah, exactly. Shipping, pricing. Yeah, and seriously, when I now talk to Dave, I don't talk about grading anymore. I said, I want a nice copy, as nice as the other ones. They have been great. And he knows what I'm talking about. And then we talk about a bit about, yeah, but there is a poster, you want it with a poster, which condition of the poster and the postcard, those kind of stuff. He play grades the records, but careful now. If you order a record for, let's say, €5, and there are five, for example, the Ultravox Rage in Eden is 4, 5, €6, for the example I have in my head now. Of course, if you say, please play grade that completely, and then I pay you the €4, think for yourself, that it's not, it has to be, that's what I mean with both sides have to be, must have be possible for both sides. Will he have a list of what is available? For example, if I wanted to see what jazz records he has, talk about this kind of stuff with him, ask him, but please consider, you can order every record that you think makes sense. Of course, and he will say, don't do that. I would not order an Bob Dylan Desire American first pressings through Dave. That would not make sense. I mean, common sense always helps. But take every British first pressing that interests you, every. And when it comes to my experience, he will get that for you in a timely manner. That's, maybe let me briefly get into his origins. Maybe that makes some things clear. Dave starts when he started his career as a record dealer, he starts with classical records, very rare classical records. And, excuse me. And this stuff is rare. This stuff is not easy to get. And the people who buy those records, they are not the easiest. So he really does know his stuff. Wait a second. And also this should in time open up to other. Yeah, that's the whole idea, Stanti, because great point. When I started the idea and talked to other dealers, the reaction was always the same. No. And I asked, why? No, it's interesting. You can sell records. And they always say, no, that's not the problem. It's not the problem to sell them. That's the easy part. The interesting and the difficult part is to get them. So my problem / the dealer's problem is getting those items. And so there really has been a lot of a thick wall so far. And I hope that with Dave, also other dealers from other countries says, okay, when he can do it, I can do it maybe too. I hope. Okay, now let me read. It's difficult. This is great, Michael. So I will finally get the Artwoods Art Gallery and the roulette steaks and chips, hopefully, probably. It's getting more difficult. Well, so no, wait, was it? Yeah. So appreciate what you do and Dave are doing. It's getting more difficult to find reliable dealers that know exactly what they're selling. Yes. And you know what? There's also, of course, this human component I hope for, and I'm sure that it is. We all will know each other and you all will get in direct contact with Dave. And if you know each other, it's something completely different than this anonymous ordering, or being on a fair one time, see someone, and so I probably won't see him again. I think that's also an interesting and nice part of it. Yeah, what else? That might be interesting. Of course, when we do this next Sunday for the club members only, we will establish the routines. But what I like, and he will do that with the members who want to get records too, you create an online Excel sheet where you fill in records and where he write common statuses, and you can discuss also over there, of course, also due to email or here in the live streams. Wait a second. Michael, can you give an example of something you had sourced and the price you paid? Yes, I can give you an example. Let's take not such a huge one. Parallel Lines, Blondie, British first pressing, great shape, not totally without any click or pop. I don't mind that. A fantastic sounding copy, really a fantastic sounding copy, with perfect inner sleeves and nice add-on. There has been this. I made the video. If you saw it, there is this fan club ordering sheet. It was in it, really beautiful, nice little add-on, and I paid for this one 43 euros as an example. And of course, when you go through a record store in West, South, Central Essex, you might find a cheaper Blondie parallel line. I will not say that this is the cheapest possible copy of this Blondie parallel lines. But the idea of the club is not, I promise you get the cheapest near mint or VG Plus copy of all time. That's not the idea. But if you order Blondie, Ultravox, and Stand Up, Jethro Tull, you save, from a German perspective, 40 to 50 bucks on shipping. So I don't mind if I pay 5 euros more or 3 euros more or 8 euros more. That's not the point. Okay. That's a very, very important question. Very important. I would suggest not more than 5 if you are abroad. Liam, you are on the better part in this because you are in Great Britain. For you, the shipment is not, because up to 5 records, it's the same price. And but what I would suggest is that you don't order 5, let's say, factory sample Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's, light blue triangle, Dark Side of the Moon, unplayed Black Sabbath Paranoid, and 2 other ultra rare titles with enormous, because then you have to wait quite long. Of course, imagine that. They don't grow on trees, and that takes its time. Okay, we are getting more and more members. Okay, welcome, Frank, welcome, Anthony, BK, welcome. Okay, I hope that answers your question. So up to 5. In a perfect world, you are right. But this is not to me. Okay, sorry. Hey, Bobby. For now, for the next couple of weeks, British first pressings. On the German side, it looks good right now, but nothing for sure. And I hope when I go with Stunty to the biggest record fair in the world, we already have 2 appointments with American dealers. I hope then we also can find a good, reliable source from the United States. But Bobby, you are from the United States, so Germany and UK should be the most important thing to you, right? No. You mean by bid, you mean minimum price? No, 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 no. I would not suggest to order one due to the shipping. If, of course, as I said, when Thor gets his wish you were here, or if you want to have an light blue triangle, dark side of the moon, the shipping is neglectable. Hello, Breakfast King of Loyola. Welcome to the club. So, Michael, what number will be the cutoff for the membership? There is no certain amount of cutoff for the membership. That also depends, and we will see that within 1 or 2 weeks, how many records you order. We are now, I calculate with, let's say, 3 records per month average. So that depends on you too. That depends on you. Bobby, just go to membership and choose Original Buyers Club. We can't do it illegal. We can't do it illegal, and we have no influences on the taxes of the country. This would, of course, destroy it. Imagine we would trick there, and no. Maybe even more than 2. It's like Michael in a way. Hello, Andy. Welcome. Oh, hello, Nicole. I'm so happy that you joined the club. For all of you who are also on Instagram, join Nicole's Instagram. She has a beautiful, great Instagram account. I would like to find the first German ECM jazz recordings. Yeah, of course, this will be possible as soon as we have a German source. And as I said, I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay. No, very important. No. We don't say, okay, now we have Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and the starting price is 200. No, we will probably do auction for the fun of it. But no, it's not that we have a certain amount of records. Oh, very important if somebody thinks that. The purpose is not auctioning records. We will do it maybe for but that is not the purpose. You order your specific record. I don't think so. Maybe we get OBC tattoos. What do you think? Everybody of us gets an OBC tattoo. Okay, let's see. Mark Cironi. The problem with the US is things are much more spread out here. You would need a ton of connections because, yeah, that might be the case. I can imagine. Nobody says it's easy, but you know, when you never try, Mark, you will never know. Welcome, Olaf Dolgas. But I think there are hotspots, right? Welcome under the silent tree. So I see a lot of green here. Okay. Okay, Mark, was that? Yeah. I answered Mark. Okay. I'm not so deep into salsa and Latin music, but if there are interesting British pressings of salsa and Brazilian, yeah. Also, I remember that Bagheera, I don't know if he's here, Bagheera asked for classical stuff. Yeah, of course, no doubt. You can get your classical stuff. No problem. Jack Falco, welcome. But is there a specific? Louis, no, there is not a specific time to order. No, it's not. But please don't do. There's one thing that you really should not do. Make a list of 500 records and say, okay, name me the price of these 500 records. Don't, please order records you're interested in. Then you will get your prize. But it's not a prize finder, please. My understanding is that we get access to a seller in the UK and we get to ask for certain records in specific conditions. Correct. And if you develop this partnership with him, as I did, you don't have to talk about the condition. He knows what you think is a nice copy. And what for me, but this is of course individual. For me, I always ask him, get me a good sounding record, because they vary, and that's what I want. I don't mind that there is sometimes a click or a pop. The most important thing to me is I want a great sounding one, which is, in my opinion, the thing Tom Port does. Okay. I think, Daniel, you get a fair price. Remember, please, it's not the problem to sell them, it's a problem to get them, please. And it's not about €1 or €2 less for a record. It's not the idea. Please consider that. You save enough money due to the shipping of more than one item. Besuchen Sie Ihren nächsten Optiker. Visit your optiker. Is that an international term? I think you should close membership. I think you should close membership to the first 300 and reevaluate in a month. I know. The number is not correct, but yeah, this will happen. Martin, I love that you really help me with those questions, that I know what's clear and what's not. Next Sunday is a kick-off meeting. Exactly. Very well put. Thank you very much, Martin. This is a kick-off meeting with Dave for members only. Exactly. Welcome, Scott. Vinyl Piper has a good idea. Also, yeah. I don't agree, Leon. The price is a very, very, very important factor. I totally agree. But I learned how important the great relationship with your dealer is. I've learned that. It's not only about the price. I disagree. Okay. Hollywood. Okay. Welcome, Roberto. Okay. Saying also, of course, this club thing is, of course, it's a club, you know. We can discuss, we exchange experiences, we talk about editions. Of course, Dave can give good advice. That's also a factor, I think. Hey, Phil, it's just go to the membership button on my channel and then choose Original Buyers Club. Hello, Philip. No, D. Philip, excuse me. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. You know, it's all about having and sharing ideas. I hope you all, you know, you all can also, of course, contribute like you do now with your questions. It really help to make the things more transparent and clear to others with your great questions. That really is a huge help. And the same goes, and the same, of course, goes with the club. We're always open for suggestions and stuff like that. Okay, welcome, Michele. Okay, are there more questions? Okay, so okay, I answered that one. Hey, Didipit, welcome. I think I know you from Rachel's, right? The usual return policies. If you have a good reason, you return your record. Of course, you cannot say, "Oh, it's not. I don't like Blondie. Don't want it." Michael, can I order albums only? Of course, for sure. It's a record. I don't know if you can order CDs. I doubt that, but of course, I don't see anything that is against ordering 7 inches or EPs. Okay, Tom Dykes. Again, go to my channel, open the channel, and then there is membership, very prominent. Click membership, and then you can join I think it's the third option, the Originals Buyers Club. Okay, welcome, John Yu, Jola Bui, Lasse Namlos. Okay, welcome. I probably butchered so many names. Excuse me, I'm sorry. How the sales be okay, very good question. How will the sales be transacted through PayPal? Yeah, probably PayPal, but there may be also different options. And one very important thing, I discussed that with Dave, because I paid via PayPal from Germany to Great Britain. And this is such a rip-off what PayPal does. And so I asked him, can you do an Euro account? And he's on it. So this is for the Europeans, it's very important that we can pay in euro. Very important point, by the way. Big difference. That might be, I don't know. Maybe can someone please help Nadine? Soul Disco, great channel, by the way, if you're into vinyl, which probably you all are. Help, I don't know how it is on the app version. Can you help her out, someone? You can stop, Nick, any minute. Of course. Of course. So you can see his packaging on the live streams I did when I do the unboxing. There is only one shipping, one box is better than acoustic sounds, and that's Dave. You have every jacket and every vinyl separately in sleeves, protected by stiffer. It's top notch, perfect packaging. That's uh, brilliant. He does it so good, so good. It's almost yeah. You know, maybe when you see this ERC, this cartons inside, that's what you use. Welcome, Michael Anderson. Yeah, you are a very, very good example, Liam, because you live in this country, and of course, as I know, you also go dig in your record stores, and you're a good example because you can still keep your Discogs account and buy records over at Discogs. You can still go to fairs and you can still go to record shops. This is only an interesting addition probably to your buying records habits. Welcome, John. Shipping cost questions being ignored, red flag. Okay, I don't know when I ignored them. But you know what? The shipping cost varies. Sometimes I need them very, very, very fast for a video. And then I say, please do FedEx Express. And this is pricey. So you can choose, you can get different, we will talk in the club about different shipment costs. I don't know out of my head what an express ship Great Britain is, or if you have time, a slow. I don't know that. Hello, Niels. But this is not. It's usual. It's common. I don't know what it is from Great Britain. 25? Probably. Do you have experience when you order from Discogs? I don't have that in my head. I've never shipped from Great Britain to anywhere. I've paid between I've paid between 18 and yeah, one has to be very, very far, then I paid $50. But if I have time, I pay, I think 18 euros. Hello, Roger. Okay, Nadine, as far as I understand, business is done with Dave. Michael provides the platform, but everything can be discussed with Dave, individual or in the group. Exactly. Exactly. So Dave will participate on the live streams. He will be on screen like now. Question, answer, question, like now. Exactly, Nadine. Thank you. Oh, I'm quite sure, and that's what I hope for. I'm quite sure that this will be the case. As this has, or as maybe as this grows, let us know if you need assistance from us members with third. Yeah, this what. Thank you so much, Martin. This might be, you know, the fee. I said that in the announcement because that was a very important point to convince Dave to do this. He also was at the beginning said, "No, Michael, hey." But then I said, "Come on, we take a fee. I take a fee, and then we can get people who do this administration, this organization. Very important part." Welcome, Dane. Let us not get into this discussion. I know. Probably not country of origin. I know. Yeah, of course. That's fine. That's fine. You also can get 8 records for the first one. Or fine. You also can get 2. You also can get 1. There's no, it's open. There's no pressure. You know, I want to have it as uncomplex as possible, as not much rules, please, not much rules. as easy as possible. Welcome, Mark. Okay. Joined the convo late, but I'm confused after the initial announce. Sorry. So it's basically a curated service to get hot stampers, correct? No. If that's the case, what will be the prices be? Discogs market value is always a good thing. Hello, Mark. Welcome, Mark. Yeah, I think this is a base, and you can get, if you want, and you discuss this with Dave personally, then you can get it play graded, and I think that what's a hot stamper is, in my interpretation. It's a play. You can say, I want a nice sounding copy. Come on, go for it. And then you get a play graded one. Play graded also doesn't mean necessarily that Dave goes through the whole record. This is not necessarily the case. You also can play grade and see there are certain spots where you have to listen. Okay, this is a good one. This sounds really good. Yes, Luda. Maybe there are copies he can't get. I don't know. But if it's not too far, if you want a copy that has never ever been sold, for example, over Discogs, because it's so, Stunty talks about this kind of records. Then it might be there's a sorry, I've tried 2 months, don't get one. But he really gets incredible stuff. So I think within the realistic world we live in, he can get any original, any UK pressing you want. Yeah, I think live and let live. If you're not on this position, live and let live, it will get difficult. But I think we are all serious persons here, right? Thank you for this, Liam. You're totally right. And of course, he has to have an incredible network. Otherwise, it would not have been possible what he has done for me. That's right, Nadine. You will get your price upfront. Upfront. It's not, of course. Yeah. And again, two sides. Sometimes you may have been a bit patient. So here we have a new friend. Wait a second. Bye. Welcome, Esteban. Right. Okay. Welcome, Georg. Wait. Be careful. Hello, John. Pleasure to have you here. Be careful about taxes. If the club becomes successful, buyers and sellers may get flagged. Yeah, but you're totally right. That means do it correct and not save money and regret it later. I think that you want to say that. I think if not, please comment again. Hey, Bulldog. No, for other countries, there will be different dealers. I don't know if he has dealer group chats. I don't know, but he gives you a very accurate price upfront. Of course, you know what I give you an example because that happens to me. We agreed on a price, and then he said, okay, I find a great copy, and it has this poster, and poster makes it a bit more expensive. Is that okay with you or not? So that of course can happen. Or vice versa. You say, oh, I want it with poster, and then you say, yeah, but this is a great copy without a poster. What do you think? Pay a little less. Is that okay? This kind of discussions. I mean, I don't need to explain how you talk to each other. Okay, right. That's an internal discussion. Okay. Any more questions? Suggestions? Okay. Right. If 10 people all request a record at the same time, how will SAFE determine who gets the records first? Great question. Is that likely? If it happens, flip a coin, I don't know. If that happens, there will be a solution. We have to discuss that. If that happens, I think 10 times the same record, is that likely? I mean, we are not thousands of people. I don't know. Those things might happen, yeah. Yeah, but there are so many difference. We talked about that, and his answer was, well, Pink Floyd won't be such a problem. Yeah, that's what he said. That's a good point, yeah. But I think he meant when we meet and everybody says, I want this revolver mono. Then it takes for some, yeah, that's life. But you know what I mean? We will see. It's likely with the Zepp, Floyd, and Fabs, yeah. But he's strong on those. Trust me, he's very strong on those. He already has a lot of those. Careful what you wish for. It's an unbelievable record, by the way. Yeah, this is, yeah. See, there you have one. If you want it to become bigger, I think it won't be a big problem. I think this will be fine. Nadine, welcome. How long did it take Dave to find? That really varies. Sometimes within days, within a very few days. Some took longer. For example, one that takes long for now is the Black Sabbath self-titled Phillips. Kevin, welcome. Hello, Alfred. But what never has occurred so far, that he says, no chance. Even I've heard about something, and I said, oh, that also might be cool. I've heard that there are factory samples. That means it's a sample that they pull in the factory, in the pressing plants, and take it for archival purposes. And I just said, you know what? I want a Sergeant Pepper's mono factory sample. Was it? Yeah, I think it was Sergeant. I said, yeah. And then it was a wrong stamper, but they, okay, I'll try another. But this is, he really gets this kind of things, really. Okay. Again, please, it would be like when you look over at Discogs, look at a decent decent seller, and it will be probably be the same. The difference is that you can order more than one, and this, of course, is a game changer. Not yet, Chris. That's why we sit here. I hope you get a good idea by now. No, he is a serious businessman, in my opinion, who probably also knows what he's doing with a strange marketing concept. Okay, here you have, okay. Okay. Okay, big sweet C shipping will be 30 plus for record shipped. Okay. So, and if you get 5, I think it's okay. Okay. Ah, and one other thing, because there also has been a comment. This original buyers club, sorry, has nothing to do with the regular content on the channel. There will be no changes at all. No changes. It's just this buyers club. I don't know if it's 30. There was an example. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Do you think the club will be good price-wise for people who want to get copies of albums like Duran's Rio that would be pressed millions are getting very... if I understand the question correct, I think this is a perfect example of a record he will probably get very fast for a good price, and you can combine those, you know. Yeah, would be, you know, not every original I buy is ultra rare. No, quite the opposite. No, the mixture is it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, those are the Ausnahmen. Those are the exceptions. Exactly. Can you confirm that we can ask Dave about prices for specific releases in certain before becoming a club member or only after? You only get access after, not before. And again, you can't make a list of 1,000 records and say, write me the price of all those 1,000 records. Welcome, Esteban. Okay. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. Tomorrow comes the stand-up analog production comparison. Welcome, Tim. Is Dave based in London and would consider collecting to avoid the perils of shipping on high price? Oh my God, again a question I really do not understand. Is Dave based in London, near North London, yes, and would consider collection to avoid the perils of shipping on high? I can't answer that. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know why you say that. I really don't know. You can say that collecting vinyl is getting more and more for rich people. And I would not confirm that. I don't know why you say that, Josh. You know, there are pressings. I named one, the Ultravox. This goes for 4, 5, 6 euros. There are expensive records. Okay. It is, I promise you. Leon, you know, we are getting the typical Leon discussion right here. You are very, very welcome. And you are a very, very important commenter and you know a lot. But if you want to have it open and free and if you want to have it completely different, do it. Yeah, it's included. Okay. You know, I get that. I get a lot of those points, but you have to make you have to think about something, and then you are, in my opinion, you are free to decide and say, I want to try it this way. Nothing is set in stone, of course, but for the beginning, it's this way. I can second that. And I can second that too. Yeah. Okay, we are now in here for 1 hour. I hope it's okay if I say let's discuss another 15 minutes. Okay. Michael Anderson, Michael, are you having fun with this? Who would have thought it would come to all of this? Yeah. Yeah. No comment. I wholeheartedly agree. So true. I'm 100% certain. 100%. As I said, maybe you came later. Said his origins is classical original British pressings. That's his origin. That's where he comes from. He started in the early 90s with this. This is very well put, Pete. really like what you say there. That's true. I think also that this will be the case, and that's a cool point. Thank you. See you, Martin. Thanks for your contributions. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. What kind of, for example, the David Bowie UK first, but just wondering. This was the David Bowie. I was so surprised. Really, that was a big surprise because this is you're talking the Ziggy Stardust, right? I was so surprised. If I remember correctly, it was 140, and this is this very special pressing. I have an idea, Leon. You know what? This here, what happens right here, is the first entry. JBL, have fun. So, any more questions? Ah, sure, Jason. You're more than welcome. Josh, I don't know. I didn't do an average. I don't know. Welcome, Pete. Okay. Yeah, as I said, the most important thing is now that we establish it, that we establish the routine. We start with that on the upcoming Sunday, and then we go from there. And then let's hope that we soon get dealers from different countries in it. I can imagine that if they see or hear about it, or maybe when I come back from the Netherlands, all is set, we will see. Yeah, Manfred, of course. If you Robert Walker said the same. He is not interested in ordering records. He's not at all. He wants to go to a shop, be surprised, and that's what his hobby is all about. Totally legit. Totally. Liam. Josh. Okay. If there is not a very pressing question, I think we should wrap it up and see you on my next video. See you on my next live stream. And for all of you, and this have been quite a few who are in green now, we see us next week, next Sunday on the original Buyers Club. Thank you very much. I can't wait. See the Buyers Club members next Sunday, and I hope all of you with the next video. Thank you very much. Bye. So and so.